is an absolutely gorgeous day out. It is sunny and warm and just beautiful. The wind has a little tiny bit of a coolness to it, which is making my mind want to be in a fall mood. I keep seeing everybody's Instagrams all over showing like they're wearing sweaters and vests and, you know, boots, and I'm like, oh, because it's like summer here. It is 80s and 90s and we're still in flip-flops and short sleeve shirts, and it is summer weather here. But it's nice when the breeze cools down just a little bit and we don't have that real hot heat in the wind. We actually get a little bit of a coolness, and when that happens, that's when my mind triggers, it's fall. Today is Monday, September 20th, and I had my shot on Thursday, September 16th, and everything went really well. So I took the weekend off, laid low, and did basically, I was gonna say basically nothing, but no, that's not true. Oh my goodness, no, that's not true. Because I started doing some filming for a video in October. With it being the end of September and me coming into a whole new month, especially October, I love my YouTube channel even more during October, November, and December. I get so excited for the holidays and to share them with you. And so I have already planned out like the whole entire month of October. Oh my goodness, I'm so excited. But anyway, so I did do some things this weekend, which I probably shouldn't have. I probably should have laid low a little more and I didn't. It's okay. It's all good. This morning, Cooper got his first delivery from Chewy.
Cooper, what'd you get, Cooper? You got Chewy toys. Oh my goodness. Oh, Cooper got a delivery of goodies. Look at all that. Yay. Moose. Got it? Okay. Hey, you want your other one? You got a fox too. Do you want this one too? He's like, oh, I don't know. He's checking that moose out. Do you want the fox? Here. That one's yours too. Oh, we're so not done, buddy. Last one. Oh, he's getting up for the blue one. He's like, hey, man. All right. These are all Kong brand. We end up finding them through Chewy.com online because Mr. Cooper has been chewing apart his toys. This was a tennis ball, which I have to pick up the scraps to it because he just loves that thing and he just chewed it right in half. And then he has a chicken, and that's the chicken's leg right there. Right there, which it has a squeaky in it, and he loves to carry the chicken leg around with him. But he's got him all tore up. He's got his little horsey, donkey, whatever it is, all chewed up. So we found some Kong ones online and are hoping that these last a lot longer.
Yeah, Cooper's really good at just chewing up the toys from PetSmart and Walmart and those things. He always goes after the ears first and then he wants the squeakers that are inside of the toy, and I'm like, Cooper, you are so destructive. Yes, I am making a toasted cheese again for lunch. I keep forgetting to order anything for my lunches. Usually I'll have like ham or turkey on hand and a bag of salads, stuff like that. And I have been forgetting to put in my grocery order something for lunch. So toasted cheese is just quick and easy, and it's like 3 bites through iTrack bites. I had to go back to physical therapy. I took last week off because with the shot, I couldn't take pain medication. And with physical therapy, I have to have pain medication. And let me pull this off real quick. So I canceled last week because I couldn't take pain medicine. But I know there's some of you going through physical therapy too. Deborah, I'm talking to you. And we talk about it through Instagram because we're both like, oh, it hurts, it kills. I like to have a centerpiece on my dining room table. Now my dining room table is not very big, so I have to be careful not to have something, you know, expand over the whole entire table. I have to keep it pretty small, whatever I end up putting in the middle of it. Also, I don't want a lot of height, because I want us to be able to sit around the table and talk to each other and me not have to pull the centerpiece off from the table. The base of my center, I am going to use this tray. I believe I found this through Wayfair, I'm thinking, a couple years ago, and I just really like it. You can grab something like this at Hobby Lobby. It's just a simple little whitewashed tray. So I'm gonna put this on my table and I'm gonna see what I can come up with. I have gathered up a few pumpkins. I figured maybe some candles. I like a little bit of height, but I gotta be careful not to go too high. So let's see what I can come up with for the centerpiece of my table. I love this little pumpkin. It's supposed to be, I believe, a candle holder, and I usually put a candle holder in the middle of it, but I decided not to have a candle in this. I decided to add some fall little flowers to it, but this is a larger pumpkin. I believe I purchased this at Hobby Lobby last year. I actually was thinking about putting fillers into the middle of it, but then I was like, nah, I'm not gonna worry about that. I'm just gonna put flowers in now. Maybe eventually in the future I will put in fillers to fill in where the stems are. I have these two whitewashed wooden candlesticks. They came in a set of 3, but I'm gonna only use 2 of them. And this one's the medium size, this one's the smaller size. They did have a picky thing in the middle for a candle, but we just clipped that off. And then I have all of these pumpkins. I usually use battery operated candles, but I have these that fit perfectly on the candle stands. I won't be lighting them, but I'm gonna use these. I don't want just white though. So I was looking around on Pinterest and I saw that somebody had added leaves to a candle like this. And I know theirs were real leaves. I don't have that option out here. I don't have the, you know, colorful, beautiful fall real leaves. But if you do, oh, use a real leaf. It would be so much prettier on the candle. And I'm gonna tie this around the candle with some twine. How cute is that? Oh my goodness, like I said, it would be way cuter with a real leaf, but I just knotted it in the back like that. And it just gives the perfect pop of fall color. I made sure that I tilted the leaves too. So the yellower one is going this way and the red one is going this way. And I kind of just tilted them a little bit. Oh, I really like how this centerpiece turned out. It is so simple to put something like this together, and yet it makes the table just pop with just a little bit of that fall color. That is just so cute, right? Oh my goodness. I still can't believe how simple it was. I mean, just by adding a couple of little leaves to candles, I never would have thought of that. I'm so glad I jumped on Pinterest to see what, you know, was on there, what I could come up with. Those leaves I had on a strand of leaves that I decorate with, and they just pop off anyway. And I'm like, I could just pop them back on when I'm done using them. So super simple, super cute. And I know that this won't last long because I'm gonna be tearing all this stuff down and getting ready for my Halloween decorations soon. But I might do something like that, if not real similar to that, for the month of November, because I like that. I was going to talk to you outside on my patio because it is so gorgeous out there, but the wind is blowing so hard, you would never be able to hear me. But the sun feels so good. I love to just go out there and stand in the sunshine and just soak in all that warmth, especially knowing that winter is coming. I always say that I run on solar energy. Last year, me and Tim had a little Halloween fun. If you missed it, I will have it linked below. We had decided to have like a murder mystery, and we just kind of put little hints in videos throughout the month of October. And we had so much fun doing it. Some of you caught on and knew what was going on and followed those hints. Some of you didn't get it for a little while, and then you're like, wait a minute. But this year, me and Tim have an idea that we want to do through the month of the October videos. Now, I want you to be reassured that we would never do anything that is scary. I do not like scary. I don't like horror things, and I don't like jump things. So I will have nothing like that on my channel. But the things that we are planning are just a lot of fun for October. It is going to be coinciding with what was going on last year in our murder mystery, and I am going to be calling it October's Ghostly Fun. I have in the past done VlogTober, and I will be titling these also VlogTober, but I will not be uploading a video every single day. I will be continuing to stick to my 2 videos a week, but with each video, there's going to be some fun happening around here. Also, October 1st, on my Instagram, I'm going to be doing another giveaway, and this one is with my sister Cassie again, and it is Chalk Couture. She is going to be giving away 3 grab bags only through my Instagram account. So if you are not following me on Instagram, make sure that you head on over and hit that button, because I would love for you to try and get one of these grab bags. Each grab bag is worth $17.96, and I will be announcing it on October 1st. All the rules, everything that's going on, we're gonna make it a little different because it's on Instagram. So make sure that you head on over to Instagram so you can jump in on this awesome giveaway. I sat down and I just got really tired. Oh my goodness, I'm sitting there, I'm like, oh, my eyes ache. Oh, I'm so tired. We may have kind of stayed up a little late over the weekend, and I know that is the result of it. We do that a lot on the weekends. We will goof off, and Jason will play games, or we watch movies. I'm like trying to catch up on YouTube videos over the weekend, and we end up just staying up so late. Sometimes we're up until like 2 o'clock in the morning, and then the next day we're just like, why did we do that? I am so tired. And then come Monday, we're like, we cannot do that again. That is ridiculous. And then Friday, we do it again. You would think we would learn. I told Jason, I'm like, we're too old to be doing this. Well. So I'm gonna have some coffee to try to perk me up a little bit and give me some energy to continue to do the things that I need to do around here today. Look at him sleeping in this chair. He's so funny. I had gotten up to make my coffee, and he actually was upside down in the chair, and I thought, he could fall out of that because his bottom was starting to kind of, you know, get real close to the edge. And then all of a sudden I heard him snort, like, and he tumbled right out of the chair, and I was like, buddy, and he just kind of, like, one ear was folded back, and he just kind of looked at me like, oh, is that what happened? Why did you do that? I gave him lots of lovins, and reassured him that I did not do that. He did that. And he climbed back up in the chair, and we're trying it again, but honestly, he's falling out of it. Cooper, you're too big for the chair. Oh no, he's so tired. He's falling asleep, and what is happening? Oh honey, you keep falling out of the chair. We're gonna have to get you a bigger chair, huh? Yeah. I have learned to take my rings off before I put cleaning gloves on, because my rings poke holes in the gloves. So I have taught and trained myself to not do that. But I did a bunch of cooking this weekend, and These sinks are gross and I need to clean them out. So I'm gonna do that really quickly while I'm waiting for my coffee to cool off, and then I can enjoy my coffee. Work a little, take a little break. Work a little, take a little break. It is my day. And yes, I sat my dishes out of the sink up there so I could get them cleaned out. You can hear somebody mowing their lawn, but I just feel like I'm all over the board today. Do you have days like that where you're just like kind of scattered, and I don't know. But I don't like a dirty sink, so I figured I'll just set those out of there. And I'll clean my sink and make it clean, and then I will drink a little coffee, and then I will, while I'm drinking my coffee, I think I'll think about emptying the dishwasher and then possibly empty it after I drink my coffee. Oh, yeah, it's a Monday. Being a homemaker is a full-time job in of itself. It is a very important job while we are taking care of our family, taking care of our home, creating a peaceful setting and a happy place. And sometimes it just takes a good, positive mindset and some creativity to make sure that our homes are running smoothly throughout our day. I always look so forward to visiting with you. My hope is that you have found some encouragement today, or maybe some motivation, a smile, and a blessed heart. Tonight's dinner is one of my favorites. We have only had this one other time, and I am also going to be sharing a portion of this in a what's for dinner video that'll be coming up. But it is bruschetta chicken, and it is so good that I am craving it. That is all the basil that I have. I ended up getting fresh basil, and it's not that great. I had to pick through the leaves of the basil because it was just not great. My goodness. Pretty bummed about that. I wonder if I could use a little dry basil, because I'm supposed to have like a half a cup of basil with this. Yeah, that's not happening. I don't know. Basil's pretty potent, so I might try it and see. I gave in, and I did add a little bit of dried basil to it, but when I had placed my grocery order, it had come back and said that they didn't have any. Well, then Jason had went inside of Walmart, and they had one fresh basil packet, and I opened it this morning. It just looks questionable. I mean, I picked through it really well. Oh my goodness, you guys, do you remember when Jules used to do that as soon as I turned on the camera? Oh, I asked you guys on Instagram what you thought about the online Walmart app. They changed everything. I hate it. It's horrible. And all of you on Instagram had said that you absolutely hate it too, and how difficult it is to use that app. I don't know what I'm gonna do, if I'm just gonna start going in the store, if I'm gonna try my hardest to learn that app. It's gonna take some time. Okay, my Justin does not like bruschetta chicken. So what I'm gonna do for him is I cook up some chicken with some ginger, garlic, and a little bit of the sesame oil, and it's kind of like a Chinese kind of a chicken. And then I make him rice on the side, or he has it over it. And then for us, for a side, I am going to keep it simple, and I'm gonna do the roasted garlic instant potatoes. And I'm not gonna do a vegetable with it because it has all those tomatoes and stuff on top of it. It is about 4:45, and Jason is gonna be getting out of work pretty soon. So I'm gonna go ahead and just close this vlog for today. Thank you so much for joining me. I always look forward to hanging out with you. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I will see you soon.